see anything.
First thing we knew about it was when that officer came in and asked me if I knew where it was.
Right, sister.
Yeah, go ahead, George.
Any sign of Pickett?
No, nothing at all.
We don't even know when he legged it.
I see. Well, what did the prison officers have to say then?
Nothing, George. They were asleep.
Okay, Tony.
The sergeant steals onto DCI Meadows now.
Gone over to the prison. Stanford Page still checking at the hospital, sir. We're sending an area car over to Janie Pickett's place now.
Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar.
Sierra 1 receiving.
Yeah, Janie Pickett's address is 5 at Cost Crescent. Her old man's escaped from St Hugh's. Just to watch,
George,
Steve.
get Lyons and
CID
Woods at home, would you? Mr. Meadows wants them over at Janie Pickett's place.
Sarge.
I thought you had hospital here.
They closed it. Besides, he'd had concussion and couldn't breathe properly. Franklin gave him a real going over.
This Franklin, what's he in for?
Drugs.
How long's he been on remand?
6 months, just a bit less than Pickett.
And they shared a cell all that time?
16 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wasn't Pickett doing for that building society job?
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
Big haul, was it?
42,000.
Hardly seems worth it.
Pickett gets more desperate as he gets older. Time was when his size used to frighten people to death. This time it's a sawn-off.
Well, desperate times, Tosh.
Andrew Franklin. I'm DCI Meadows from Sun Hill. This is DS Pierce.
Steve?
Nothing doing, Tosh. If you ask me, I reckon they're all vampires round here. They don't get up in the daytime.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. You two can get off then.
Come on, Franklin. You did it. You laid him out.
You prove it then.
Look, all I'm interested in is getting Pickett.
Yeah? So why are you going on at me? You get me dragged out my cell. I miss breakfast.
Look, I don't care about your breakfast. I just want Pickett. Now, you worked him over. If you carry on like this, assault will be added to your drugs charges.
Yeah?
I'll fish out everything I can on you, and we'll really go to town.
You listen to me. I got my MP on those drugs charges. And the way Barton Street fitting me up. So you ain't shaking me.
You want to try me, Franklin?
What if I did it?
I'd like to know why.
What you offering?
You'll save yourself a whole lot of aggravation. That's all I can offer you.
So, you hit him, gave him a going over.
If you say so.
Why? I said, why?
'Cause he's a racist pig.
So you put him in hospital?
Yeah, I put the slag in hospital. There's only so much you can take, you know. Like having killed a tow rag.
Did you get anything, Tosh?
Nothing, Governor.
Right, let's have a word with Janie. Give her place a spin. You take the back, Alan.
Kick up. Did you get in at the prison?
Only that there's no love lost between Pickett and his cellmates.
The night orderly officer decided Pickett should be taken to hospital. You understand we couldn't take any chances.
You and Jeff Coulter went with him as escorts.
And we stayed on as bedwatch.
So, what happened at the hospital?
Well, Pickett had his x-rays and that, and then they gave him a sedative and he went out like a light, and Jeff Coulter took a nap, and I just fell asleep. I must have gone just like that. And then I woke up about 6:20. Jeff was still fast asleep and Pickett had gone. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to be watching him and you just fall asleep.
And you never make mistakes, Sergeant Morgan. You never pull in the wrong person.
As far as you know, did anyone try and visit Pickett while he was at the hospital? His wife? Or anyone?
No. It all happened so quickly there was no time to tell anybody he was there.
Not even us.
Janie Pickett.
Yes.
I'm DCI Meadows from Sun Hill. This is DC.
Posh Lines, I know him.
Janie?
Can we come in, please?
Have I got an option?
Not really.
Go on through, Mr. Lines knows the way.
Thank you.
$8.45? Let's comment it a bit.
His trial's next week. It's a bit late looking for evidence.
He's escaped
Escaped?
from St Hugh's.
Well, what's he doing in the Fleming Hospital?
He was assaulted by one of the inmates. A few bruises, some cracked ribs and a cut eye.
Yeah, but we know he's all right because he's legged it from the hospital.
Should we take a seat?
Well, what are they doing then?
Well, they have to look round to make sure he's not here. I'm sure you'll understand.
Well, of course he's not here.
Well, you won't mind him looking round him, will you? We'll have a chat. So where were you last night?
Here,
And what were you doing?
writing an essay.
Oi, oi. What's that?
Right.
There, look. Last night's date. Do you want to check the text?
No. What about the early hours, between 5 and 7?
Here, asleep. Knackered after typing all that lot.
When was the last time you visited Arnie?
3 weeks ago.
I thought a man's got visits every day.
Yeah, well, me and Arnie are old hands at this. We don't have to see each other every day.
But you had to get your essays ready.
Right.
So?
I was going away to a seminar,
Would you open it, please?
if you insist. Satisfied?
I fell asleep. End of story.
Well, we all make mistakes, Jeff. But there might be something you remembered, something back at the prison.
Sorry?
Was there anything in particular Pickett and Franklin argued about?
Well, not that I'm aware of. When I was on their wing, they always seemed to get along okay. No trouble at all.
What do you reckon, Gov?
Well, I'm not sure she knew about the escape. But I'd like you two to stay here in case she makes a move.
Right.
Meadows from Morgan.
Joe, Meadows.
Not much from the sleeping officer, sir. One of them reckons Pickett and Franklin got on all right. Were bosom buddies.
And what was the name of the other prison officer?
Coulter, sir. Jeff Coulter.
Right, I'll have a word with him and Franklin, because one of them's messing us about.
The state of this place. It's all that education stuff genuine.
She does a course every time Pickett goes away.
So with all that stuff in there, she must be expecting them to go down then.
Yeah. Hang on. Here we go. After Ella. Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 9.
Jamie Pickett last visited Arnie Pickett 3 weeks ago, but he's had regular visits from a Paula Francis 3 times in the last week.
No description, I suppose.
Sorry, sir.
And you're absolutely certain that Franklin and Pickett were okay?
Positive. And I've checked with some of the other lads.
Right, thanks, Jeff. I'll see Franklin now.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 9.
Go ahead, Sierra Oscar 9.
We're at Anderson Court Flats, Halpin Street. Jenny Pickett's left her car. We're following on foot.
I told you I smacked him, and I told you why.
Do you think you're the only person we've talked to? We've spoken to some of the officers here, officers who've worked this wing.
Same screws that bang went with that slag Pickett.
Well, those same screws say that you and Pickett got on all right. You played pool together.
They say you never argued about anything.
Yeah, they say.
Well, why would they lie?
They're in uniform, aren't they?
Okay. Then let's say you did argue, but it wasn't a race thing, was it?
Do you know a woman called Paula Francis?
I ain't saying nothing.
Pickett got you to thump him, didn't he? Because he wanted to get out of here before his trial.
You're saying that, not me.
Why did you help Pickett, eh? What was it? Drugs? Money? Or did you just want to get one over on us? And this Paula Francis, where does she fit into all this?
You've spent long enough in here. Now get out, before they think I'm a grass.
Oi, what's all the banging about?
Does Paula Francis live there?
Who's she talking to?
Doesn't look very happy, whoever it is. Look, Alan, you better get up there. Find out what she's been up to.
I'll follow her.
Hey, Lines, are you following me?
Janie, I wasn't.
Why the hell can't you just leave me alone? I've told you I don't know about the escape. You search the place, and then when I go out, I get half a Sun Hill following me down the road.
Where were you going?
We're not in a police state yet, are we?
You've got to see it from our point of view. The minute we leave, you go off heading down the street.
It was private.
A private visit to a flat used by prostitutes?
DCI Meadows from Sierra Oscar. Are you free to speak, sir?
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's that Paula Francis query. She's 22, single. Previous goes back to 15, mostly shoplifting and prostitution. Last known address, 73 Anderson Court Flats. Over?
You there, Joe?
Go ahead, sir.
I'm still at Janie Pickett's place. Now have a word with Donna and see what she can tell you about a Paula Francis. And then have a word with the other prison officer, Ricks, and see what he can tell you about her.
Right, sir.
Here.
Thank you very much. So why were you at Paula Francis's flat?
She's nothing.
Well, while you were doing your essay, she was visiting Arnie. 3 times last week.
Little slut.
Tell me, Jenny.
Some skinny little tart who got her hooks into Arnie. I know what they say about me and Arnie. But he's always had his little flings. His way of life makes him with that type of person. But he always came back to me.
And Paula Francis?
Came on the scene about 8 months ago. Nothing special. Young. Good in bed. Oh, yeah. He used to tell me all about them. None of them ever lasted. But Paula, she really got her hooks into him.
So you went round to her place?
To have it out with her, and him if he was there.
Why bother, Jenny?
Because I can't stop thinking about them together. After everything I've done for him. Courts, prisons all over the country. After all that, he breaks out to be with her.
Mrs. Ricks?
Yes?
I'm Detective Sergeant Morgan. This is WPC Croft from Sun Hill.
Yes? Is Mr. Ricks at home? No. Are you expecting him back?
Yes, it's his afternoon off. I'm expecting him back soon.
May we come in then, Mrs. Ricks?
Yes.
You'll have to come in the kitchen. I'm washing.
That's okay.
You're here about the escape, then?
We just need to have a word.
That'll be him now.
I'm back!
Anybody call?
Mr. Ricks?
Ah, so you've called him then?
Not yet. We need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Shall we go in the lounge? There's more room.
And what's wrong with him here?
Oh, excuse me.
Mr. Ricks, do you know Paula Francis? Paula Francis. She visited Arnie Pickett at the prison.
No, I've never,
She visited him regularly.
You do know her. Mr. Ricks?
Will you please keep your voice down? My wife.
You were a customer.
Yes.
Regular?
Yes.
Did you know she visited Arnie Pickett?
No. No, I didn't.
Where did she take you?
A room. She had a room.
At Anderson Court?
No.
Where then?
Larkway Street.
Number?
67.
Mr. Ricks, you do realise that we will check this out and that you will be requesting a further statement?
Meadows from Morgan. It's Paula Francis. Ricks was a customer of hers. He says she has a place at 67 Larkway Street.
Okay, Joe, we'll get down there. You two keep an eye on him.
DCI Meadows, Sun Hill.
Joe Craig,
This is DC Lyons, DC Woods.
how can I help you?
I believe Paula Francis has a flat here.
Ah, no.
She brings her clients here.
Yes, she does. But it isn't a flat. She rents a room by the hour. You better come in, I'll get your key. It's all right, boys. Just someone for Mummy. Top floor, first door on the right. Is Paula in trouble?
You could say that. Where is she?
I can't say. Sorry, I don't know. She rang this morning about 5. Said she had a friend she wanted to bring in. I told her it was outside the hours, but she said she'd pay extra.
Outside the hours?
And Paula and the other girls only come here between certain hours. It's an agreement on all sides.
Go on.
Oh, Paula and this big chap arrived sometime just before 6. He looked as if he'd been in a fight. You know, face all swollen.
Go. When did they go?
Must have been about 8:30. They'd gone by the time that Jamie, that's my eldest, went to school.
Didn't you find it a bit strange? Presumably most of the girls are in and out within the hour.
Paula had paid me the extra.
You know it's illegal to run a brothel.
I'm on my own. I've got no job. I have 3 small children. It may be against the law, but it gets me by.
So she was his bit on the side. Things are difficult at home, so he goes with Paula.
And she goes with Pickett.
Sarge.
Doesn't matter where I'm
Yeah,
going.
you'll see him.
Don't suppose he knew that.
Will you get off my back?
Didn't want to know more like.
Meadows from Croft.
Go ahead, Susie.
It's Rick, sir. He's on the move. Silver Peugeot Estate, Foxtrot 438 Kilo Victor Whiskey.
Any idea what he's doing, Susie?
No, but he took off like there was no tomorrow.
Okay, Susie, you and Joe stay on his tail.
Right, sir.
Let's go with this, Josh. Right.
Ricks is heading towards Downs Road, multi-storey car park. We're following.
We're nearly there, Susie. Just watch him. And Tosh, don't do anything until I say.
Right, Gov.
So we're leaving level 6 now onto level 7. He may be going to the top.
Okay, I've got that, Susie.
We're just leaving level 8 and coming up onto level 9 now. He's parking up.
Okay, Susie, we're on our way up.
We've parked opposite.
Tosh, car behind us. I'll park up.
That's him. Pickett's on his way in, and he looks like he's got Paula Francis with him.
Let him pass you, Tosh, and wait on level 8A.
Right, Gov.
Any sign of Ricks?
No, sir. He's just sitting there.
Okay, Susie, keep your eyes peeled.
We're in position.
We can see you, sir.
Okay, Susie.
There's a red Volkswagen Polo parking next to Rick's.
Ricks is getting out.
Hold it, everyone. This looks like our man. Wait for it. Go, go, go!
It's a bill! You slag, Rick! All right. I'll get it out!
Go on, Arnie!
Stand up!
Go on!
Shut up! Come on!
Stupid fool!
Come on!
You slag! You brought them here! You served them! You pathetic!
Come on! You got in the bag, eh, look?
Shopping in it!
Only give you a big allowance, does he, eh?
Come on, eh?
It's over, Arnie. It's finished. We got Paula, we got the money. You screwed up with Janie, you've got nowhere else to go. Right, let's have the envelope.
Take it easy, lads.
Passports. I hope she was worth it.
Paula Francis. She was just there. Someone in the pub over the road after work. Someone to have a drink with. Someone to relax with. She didn't expect anything.
But you were a customer.
Yeah, I slept with her. And I paid for it.
So what happened, Martin?
Do you know how long I've been in the service? 20 odd years. And for what? Did all the rubbish jobs, took all the overtime going. They still wouldn't promote me.
Go on.
When they stopped the overtime, I couldn't keep up with my payments. And then when I did get promoted, the extra cash didn't help. So I had to borrow some more.
And you still didn't tell your wife?
And when the banks wouldn't help, I went to the lenders. You know what happens with them if you don't keep up your payments? They break an arm. Then another arm.
And you still didn't tell anyone?
I just couldn't.
You told Paula Francis.
She seemed to understand.
And then she told Arnie Pickett.
Yeah. Arnie Pickett.
And you got Paula Francis?
Yeah, she met him at the hospital, then took him to some room in Larkway Street.
And the building society money?
Well, most of it was in their car.
Served the little tart right.
Why'd you stick with him, Jenny?
Love. And deep down, I thought he loved me. He always came back, you see. And I thought he'd change as he got older. But he just seemed to get more anxious, more desperate, as if he had to prove himself. I mean, that poor girl he hit. But he was never like that with me. That's why I thought there was a chance. That's why I always stood by him.
Then along came Paula Francis.
Little money grabber. What can she do for him?
So what are you going to do now, Jenny?
Go somewhere. Be a mature student. Take it from there. Probably all I've ever wanted to do.
It was simple. All I had to do was open to escape. Collect a couple of passports from some bloke. Pick it to pay off the debts and call off the heavies.
But you must have realised you'd been set up.
It was the only thing I could do. You must see that.
You could have said no.